Today I'm here with patient Matt and his father Doug. And in 1997, Matt was diagnosed with type 2 MPGN, which is a chronic degenerative kidney condition. And we're here to listen to their story of Matt's treatment of progenitor stem cells. How are you today?
Great, great.
Good. Well, Matt, I want to talk to you and hear how you how all this came about and hear your story. So maybe you could tell us a little bit about your condition and how this all came about.
Well, I was diagnosed when I was in the first grade. So back then, I couldn't really make a decision for myself. So I was just following the doctor's orders and taking all the medications he was telling me to take. I had 2 biopsies, and that's when they confirmed I had MPGN type 2. So ever since then, my condition has been getting worse until I found out about stem cells.
How were you feeling before the stem cells, and how were your symptoms and everything else, and what was your prognosis? What were the doctors saying to you?
Well, my energy levels were the main thing that I was feeling like the side effect of the medications they were giving me, and the overall just the chemicals in my body were giving me low energy levels. And so that was the main thing that I really wanted to get rid of without taking the Epigen shots. And the stem cells, they just gave me a major boost in my energy levels, and that was really amazing.
How were they going to treat you before the stem cells?
About 2 years ago, they started talking about kidney transplant and getting dialysis. So they wanted to put a shunt into my arm just in case I need to go on dialysis. So
did they say when that was going to happen, that you would have to go on dialysis and have a kidney transplant? What were they saying about that?
By now I should have had at least dialysis or a kidney transplant. So they wanted me to have it done last year, last summer. But as you know, that's when I had my first treatment of stem cells, and it's basically reversed the chronic disease that I have.
And what's changed since you've had the stem cells?
Everything. I mean, I'm taking less of the medications that they've given me. My energy levels are good. My doctors, he would consider it a fluctuation, but the lab results clearly show that it's reversing the disease itself.
And does it look like you will have to have the kidney transplant?
Right now it does not look like I'm going to need it. I mean, I feel great. I should have been down near the 5% range by now, but kidney function that is, and I think the lowest it got was 10%, and now it's increasing. It's around 15% now. So hopefully it'll keep on going up.
With the stem cells, there's absolutely no side effects whatsoever. If there is a side effect, it's a good one. It's an energy booster, which essentially it supercharges the immune system. And
so there were basically no other side effects then than
no.
the boosting. Okay.
No, none at all. And one of the things that makes stem cells in Matthew's case so effective is that the kidney transplant, which by the way was going to cost the healthcare system $500,000, which is far more obviously than a stem cell treatment, was just a temporary fix, because his kidney, if he had gotten a transplant, would only last 4 or 5 years.
And then what would happen?
He would need another kidney, because the problem was not the kidney. The problem was his autoimmune system, which was malfunctioning, causing the kidney to self-destruct. So it's the body's immune system was overreacting. What the stem cells did was they fixed that problem. So now his own kidney can now have a chance to regenerate. So it's not just a temporary fix. This is a permanent cure.
Yeah. And how has this changed your lifestyle?
Well, back in middle school and elementary school, I used to play a lot of sports, but in high school, I mean, my energy levels went down a lot, and I couldn't play like for 10 minutes of basketball without getting tired and having to sit down. But now, like, I feel fine playing a full game, and I can do most sports. I like to snowboard, and I can do that now without ever worrying that I'm gonna have to stop and have to like make my buddies wait for me when we're going down the slopes. So that's always nice.
Oh, thank you so much, both of you, for sharing your story. I appreciate that.
Thank you. It's great to be here.